Bayern Munich's Matthias de Ligt wants to come to Old Trafford. He's keen to come to Old Trafford. United have held positive talks with Bayern Munich. They won around 50 million euros for the Dutch international. United.
Welcome to the Big D Speaks. On this video, we are going to be watching a little clip from Sky Sports News, and it's about talking about the three defenders Manchester United could potentially sign this summer. Now, it's very exciting times for Manchester United. There seems to be a breath of fresh air at the club with the Jim Ratcliffe takeover with Ineos and all of that, and the new back room and the new football professionals and the new sporting director and the CEO and all of this. And there seems to be a clear transfer plan moving forward. And these three signings that we're going to be talking about today are very, very, very exciting indeed. Anyway, let's go to the clip and then we'll comment some more afterwards. But remember, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for more content like this.
United working on three different deals. We know that Bayern Munich's Matthias de Ligt wants to come to Old Trafford. He's keen to come to Old Trafford. United have held positive talks with Bayern Munich. They won around 50 million euros for the Dutch international. United are also discussing internally whether to go back in for a third time for Everton's Jarrad Branthwaite. Their latest bid of £45 million plus £5 million in performance-related add-ons was rejected by Everton. Let's see if United go back. And we're told that United aren't quite ready to give up on Lille's Leny Yoro. Now, even though all the noises we are getting is that his preference would be to go to Real Madrid, at the moment, Manchester United are the only club who have met Lille's valuation of around 50 million euros. Now, unless Real Madrid come back in, Lille want him to go to Manchester United because that is where the deal is the best one. However, Lille's hands might be slightly tied here because Leny Yoro has entered the final year of his contract. Now, if he says, I only want to go to Real Madrid, and Lille do not get an offer that they want from Real Madrid, then there is a possibility that Yoro will say, well, I will stay at Lille, and in 5 months' time, I can sign a pre-contract agreement with a club outside France and join Real Madrid for free next summer. However, even though all of those noises that I'm mentioning are pointing towards Real Madrid, I'm told the door is not closed on Manchester United. So it is still a possibility. United do, of course, want to sign one of de Ligt, Branthwaite or Yoro. And if there's another departure in the central defensive department at Manchester United, because they've already lost Raphael Varane, of course, then there is a possibility that they will go in for not one but two central defenders. And I guess the key in that will be Victor Lindelof's future more than anyone else's, because he's entered the final year of his contract. One other line to bring you that Manchester United announced earlier on today in the last hour or so is that Johnny Evans, who was on a one-year deal last season, has signed another one-year contract at the club. He was only training with them last summer just to keep fit, but he impressed everyone at the club on and off the pitch. And incredibly, he made more appearances in the Premier League than any other central defender at United last season. I don't think United foresaw that, but that's one of the reasons why they've decided, you know what, we want to keep him for a while longer.
Well, it looks like Manchester United have already got Xerxes from Bologna, I believe. And that's a really good signing because I think he's only costing like 38 million and he's a striker. And I think he'll complement Rasmus Højlund quite well. And I think he'll be utilised mainly as a strike partner for Rasmus Højlund because Erik ten Hag tends to like to play a diamond with two up front. And Xerxes seems to be a deep line forward, whereas obviously Rasmus Højlund is more of a number 9, so they'll complement each other very well. But that was a no-brainer signing. Xerxes, young, up-and-coming, reasonable fee. Brilliant, astute signing. But these three central defenders, I think this will set the marker of how Ineos are prepared to do transfer dealings moving forward. And this is the first big test for Jim Ratcliffe and his team, because the Matthijs de Ligt signing is an absolute no-brainer. If he's available for the money that they're talking about, £40 million or 50 million euros or whatever it is, for a player of that calibre, snatch him. That is pennies on the pound. That. The only issue with that is his injury record. We don't want another Rafa Varane where he's made of glass and he's going to be a sick note. So that's the only sort of sticking point on that. But it could just be one of those things. Anyway, it says something that the Bayern Munich fans have signed a petition that's got over 60,000 signatures to tell Bayern Munich not to sell him. So, that could be the bargain of the season. You've got to go for that. You've got to go for a player of that calibre. Even if he plays 65% of the games, you've got to take a player of that calibre for that money. The Euro signing, again, another no-brainer. We'll get him for a good price. He's young, up and coming. And so what if he wants to sign for Real Madrid? We'll get 3, 4, 5 years out of him, and then we can sell him to Real Madrid for 100 million. Turn the table on them a little bit, because they seem to be buying young players up and then selling them to us for 100 million or for a profit, like Casemiro and Varane or whoever. So, yeah, why don't we get him and build him up, turn him into a superstar defender, and then sell him to Real Madrid for 60, 70, 80 million. Brilliant. Now, the other one, Branthwaite. Is it Branthwaite or Braithwaite? I'm not entirely sure, but the Everton defender. This could turn into another Harry Maguire situation, and this is not a video hating on Harry Maguire. I like Harry Maguire. He's earned a lot of respect from me this past 12 months here, from last summer onwards, because he was getting written off 12 months ago. But he's worked his way back into that team, and he's earned the respect of the manager and of the fans, and he's turned into a really solid, consistent defender. It's not his fault that he's a world record defender, world record transfer fee defender. That's not his fault. But it's been a little bit of an albatross sort of around his neck, really, unfortunately, which has affected people's perception of him. But he's still a solid defender, and I fear this Branthwaite deal could be a similar kind of thing. I don't want Everton to bump up the price just because we paid 80 million for Harry Maguire. Branthwaite is not worth more than what we've offered. He's not, especially when we can get Matthijs de Ligt for 42 million and the other guy for even less than that. So I think the best way forward for Ineos in this situation, which will set the tone for how they're going to do transfer business moving forward, is going to be buying de Ligt and getting Euro. You're getting an already established world-class centre-back who used to be worth 100 million for half that price, and you're getting a nice up-and-comer. And if we don't buy Branthwaite for more than what we've already offered, then that's setting the tone, and that's sending a message to every other team in the Premier League around the world that Manchester United are not going to get stung in the transfer market ever again. That's what we want. So I think these are crucial deals for Ineos. But we'll see how it plays out.